Hey, good evening, folks. I have a good selection for you this evening, coming from a tropical island. But before we get into that, I got a couple of housekeeping notes here for you. As you may have noticed, there's something different in this video. I hope you've noticed. It's quite clear. What is it? I'm in a new location. Yeah, I just wanted to vary up the background a little bit. Before it was just a beige. So now I got a new one. Now, let me know, what should I put up here around the walls? Should I hang anything, leave it like it is? Let me know. I think that's the only new thing here, only different change. Oh, and if you checked out my last week's video, thank you, I appreciate it. But you noticed at the end, I was fixing the drink. Notice fixing, not fixin'. There's a G at the end of the word, folks. Anyways, I was using Sprite, and I only put in an ounce, but go ahead and put, especially if you have a mini can, go ahead and use the whole can. It doesn't take away from the taste, and I like the extra carbonation personally. So, the soda's always a little personal preference. And besides, I don't let my drinks sit. Why? If you're gonna drink, you drink. All right, enough of, as I said, housekeeping. Let's go for tonight's drink. Now, I may post this on another social media page I am a member of, because we're going, like I said, to a tropical island. Not Gilligan's, but the island of Guam for tonight's drink. Now, I know when you hear Guam, you think, what could be unique or different alcohol from there? You usually think of, you guessed it, boonie peppers, which are a little warm. And very good though. Now, for those of you who do not know what a boonie pepper is, it's hot. It's hotter than a habanero. And, it's hotter than a jalapeno. And the jalapenos are usually about 25 to 8,000 Scoville heat units. Whereas the boonie pepper can range from 10,000 to 50,000 Scoville heat units. And I've seen one up to 160. So they are hot, and it's not bad for only being 1 inch in length. So remember, the smaller it is, the more powerful it could be, the more potent it could be. Remember that. So anyways, Jeopardy for you. I try to put in a little Jeopardy question each time. Scoville actually was a pharmacist in America in 1912. His first name was Wilbur. He decided, hey, let's figure out how hot peppers are. So he developed the way to measure the heat, hence the Scoville heat unit. Again, if you're ever on Jeopardy, you're welcome. So anyways, again, tonight's drink is coming from Guam, and it's called Tuba. Not the instrument that was in the big parade, 76 of them. No. Tuba is a drink, actually originated in the Philippines. And about mid-17th century, it was brought from the Philippines to the island of Guam. And what it was, or what it is actually, is coconut juice or the sap of a palm tree or a coconut tree. It can be enjoyed two different ways. And believe it or not, from 1975 to 1994, Tuba, once you first get it out of the sap, it's sweet and enjoyable, and it was known as Tuba for women because it was the sweet, fresh tuba. Now, for the distilled tuba, more on that later. The distilled, it's a fermented cider-like tuba, and that was known as Tuba for men. That's what they called it. I didn't make that up, so don't kill the messenger here. So anyways, and if you distill it twice, it's actually called Aggie, I believe, AGI, which is short for another word I can't pronounce. So tonight's drink, again, is Tuba. I got it from a young lady where I work, and who is, you guessed it, Guamanian. I hope that's the right term for them. And she advised me that she was used to it growing up as a child, and Yeah, it was mostly used, from what she saw, in ceremonial drink, especially for funerals, to send somebody off and just commemorate a person's life. Personally, I'd do it before so I could enjoy it, but which is pretty cool. And that's a lot of tradition, ceremonial drink or drinks for the dead. I'm going to work on that. If you'd like to see something for Halloween, and granted it's a few months off, let me know down below, and I'll start working on that. Different drinks. I know New Orleans will have a few, Jamaica, things of that nature. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I'll start doing the research now. But okay, enough talking. Let's get back to the tuba. And again, she was gracious enough to part with some of it for me, and we're going to try it. Now, I poured it out. It's a cloudy liquid. And let's see. The aroma test. I'm not sure exactly what it smells like. The aroma, you know, when I first smelled it earlier, that's why I said tuna earlier. You know, don't kill me, Sergeant K. That's the lady who gave it to me. So it is different. I just can't place it. I've never heard of tuba before this. You know, they said it came from the Philippines. When I was in the Philippines, it was just San Miguel and Red Horse beer. So I don't remember much after that, thankfully. So let's go ahead and just give this a shot. I've never tried it, so you're seeing this for the first time. When I asked her about it, how I should drink it, or you know, if I'm going to have any adverse reaction, she just smiled like a serial killer. So, you know, let's see what happens. It's different. I don't know how to describe it. No, she said she was used to it being fermented in the coconut itself, buried in the ground. Everything I've read, it was like a tree sap from the palm tree or from the coconut tree. Yeah, I'm not feeling anything. I'm not getting hit with woo or anything of that nature. Maybe a little like coconut water. This is, you know, there is a little fizz. There's a little bite at the end, I believe, but it is also very sweet. It's a very complicated drink, and you really don't know what to make of it. So if any of you folks from Anderson, was at Anderson, enjoyed this when you were there, stationed there, Anderson Air Force Base, let me know. What did you like it? Should I be worried that I'm laying on the floor in a few minutes? Because other than that, I mean, I could just drink this and just keep drinking it. It's that sweet, it's that good, it's cold. So, who knows? Yeah, it's way different. But it's good. So Sergeant K, I'll get this back to you tomorrow. If I'm late, just let people know why. And again, stay thirsty, live well.